Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always having you here. We don't bring you another Ubonge update concerning Simon Ekpa and what is happening with him in Finland. Simon Ekpa versus Nigerian government and Finland authority. Nigerians, my people, what is happening right now will shock you. Let me leave this video so you can watch and see what is currently happening right now in Finland. Who talk say God not dey? God dey. He sit down gidigba. Okay guys, let's watch this video together. I will be right back.
This case is getting interesting as over 18 international lawyers set to defend Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in court. Simon Ekpa is currently being held at the Kylmäkoski Correctional Center in Finland and is facing trial in May 2025. To defend himself in court, Simon Ekpa has employed over 18 foreign international lawyers from various countries to defend him in court. The main law firm representing Simon is Atani Law Office, located in Lahti, Finland, Simon Ekpa's official residence. Simon Ekpa key lawyer, Ika Koropra, previously handling the case alone, is now joined by 8 other lawyers from his firm. Amandiri, a prominent US-based lawyer specializing in international law, has joined the defense team of Simon Ekpa. His firm, Amandiri Associates PLLC from Washington, D.C. in the United States, has brought in an additional 7 lawyers. Both law firms, Atani and Amandiri, are working together to secure Simon Ekpa's bail and legal defense. Simon Ekpa is reportedly paying $320 per hour for legal services, amounting to over 557,000 naira per hour in Nigerian currency. There are unconfirmed reports that Amandiri may have written to the US president regarding the case. Meanwhile, some critics claim the Finnish government is using Simon Ekpa's wife to extract information and build a case against him. Simon Ekpa has captured headlines around the world as he prepares to stand before a Finnish court in May 2025, and he has left no stone unturned in assembling his legal team. He is known to many as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic in Exile, a movement seeking independence for Nigeria's southeast region. Currently held at the Kylmäkoski Correctional Center in Finland, he has engaged over 18 lawyers from across the globe to defend him when he faces trial next spring. Simon Ekpa holds dual Finnish and Nigerian citizenship. His arrest on November 21, 2024 came after Finnish authorities, acting through the National Bureau of Investigation, suspected him of public exhortation to an offense committed with terrorist intent. He was taken into custody amid allegations that his online campaigns encouraged violence against civilians and authorities in southeastern Nigeria. Since that day, he has remained in detention as investigators gather evidence and prepare formal charges. The case is being overseen by the Päijät-Häme District Court, which has set a deadline of May 2025 for prosecutors to file their charges. Senior Detective Superintendent Mikko Laaksonen of the Finnish National Bureau of Investigation confirmed that the court's decision gives both the prosecution and the defense time to review evidence and request bail hearings as needed. Under Finnish law, bail can be reconsidered at regular intervals, giving Simon Ekpa's team an opportunity to argue for his release before the trial date. Navigating Finland's legal system can be challenging for anyone, especially for a high-profile defendant like Simon Ekpa. The process typically begins with a remand hearing, followed by a pre-trial phase where evidence is exchanged. During this phase, both sides can request additional investigations or challenge procedural issues. If bail is granted, stringent conditions often apply, such as travel restrictions or regular check-ins with authorities. The defense must convince the court that the defendant is not a flight risk, and will not interfere with the investigation. To build a robust defense, Simon Ekpa has enlisted the services of the Attorney Law Office, a prominent Finnish firm based in Lahti, the town where he resides. Ekpa Koropra, who initially handled the case alone, has been joined by 8 colleagues from the same firm. Together they bring expertise in Finnish criminal law and a deep understanding of the country's judicial procedures. Their goal is to secure bail and to meticulously challenge any evidence that the prosecution presents. Complementing the Finnish team, Amandiri Associates PLLC, a Washington, D.C.-based law firm, has also joined the defense. The lead U.S. attorney, whose full name is not publicly disclosed, is renowned for his work in international law and human rights. He has brought 7 additional lawyers from his firm to Helsinki. This transatlantic partnership underscores the complexity and international dimension of the case, as the defense seeks to draw on both Finnish and American legal traditions to advocate for Simon Ekpa's rights. The collaboration between Attorney Law Office and Amandiri Associates PLLC is focused on 2 main objectives. First, to secure Simon Ekpa's release on bail so that he can participate more fully in his own defense, and second, to prepare a comprehensive strategy for the trial itself. This includes examining the legal basis of the terrorism charges, assessing the admissibility of evidence, and formulating arguments to protect his rights under international human rights conventions. Legal representation of this caliber comes at a significant cost. Simon Ekpa is reportedly paying his lawyers a rate of $320 per hour for their services, which translates to over 557,000 naira per hour at current exchange rates. This level of investment reflects both the high stakes of the trial and Simon Ekpa's determination to secure the best possible defense team. The hourly fee covers not only court appearances, but also extensive preparation, research, and consultations. There are unconfirmed reports that the lead attorney from Amandiri Associates PLLC may have written to the President of the United States regarding Simon Ekpa's case, seeking diplomatic support or intervention. These reports remain speculative, and no official confirmation has been made by either the U.S. government or the law firm. Nonetheless, the suggestion of correspondence with the highest levels of government highlights the global attention the case has attracted. Amidst these developments, some critics claim that Finnish authorities are leveraging Simon Ekpa's personal relationships to build their case. It has been suggested that investigators are engaging with his wife to gather information that could be used as evidence. These allegations have not been substantiated, and it remains unclear how much weight any such testimony might carry in court. Back in Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu has publicly commended Finland for its handling of the case, emphasizing the importance of upholding the rule of law and protecting national unity. When he received the letters of credence from the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, he praised Finland's record on safeguarding human rights and its decision to detain Simon Ekpa pending trial. He made clear that Nigeria will not tolerate actions that threaten its cohesion. The case also raises questions about diplomatic relations between Nigeria and Finland. While the two countries have enjoyed friendly ties for over 6 decades, they do not have a bilateral extradition treaty. This means that if Simon Ekpa were to be convicted in Finland, any request to transfer him to Nigeria would involve complex diplomatic negotiations rather than automatic legal transfer. Another layer to this story involves the financial supporters of Simon Ekpa's movement. Under Finnish counter-terrorism laws, individuals who fund or facilitate activities deemed to promote terrorism can themselves face prosecution. Legal experts have noted that donors to the indigenous people of Biafra faction, led by Simon Ekpa, could find themselves under investigation if their contributions are viewed as supporting violent actions. Understanding the broader context of the Biafra movement is essential to appreciating the significance of this trial. The original Biafra conflict, which led to a devastating civil war from 1967 to 1970, still casts a long shadow over Nigeria. While the movement has splintered into various factions, Simon Ekpa's leadership of a government in exile has kept the cause alive, particularly through online broadcasts and rallies that have drawn both support and controversy. Simon Ekpa has leveraged social media to reach a global audience, often delivering impassioned speeches and calls to action. Critics argue that his rhetoric crosses the line into incitement, while supporters view him as a courageous advocate for the rights of the Igbo people. This tension between free speech and public safety lies at the heart of the legal debate in Finland, where the courts must balance individual rights against the need to prevent violence. As the trial date approaches, several possible outcomes loom. If bail is granted, Simon Ekpa could participate directly in his defense, attending hearings and working closely with his lawyers. If bail is denied, he will remain in custody, relying on his legal team to argue on his behalf. The court's final decision on the charges could range from dismissal of the case to a full conviction with potential imprisonment under Finland's anti-terrorism statutes. Should Simon Ekpa be convicted, the question of his future becomes even more complex. Without an extradition treaty, Finland would need to negotiate with Nigeria if it wished to transfer him for further prosecution. Alternatively, he could serve his sentence in Finland and then face additional legal or diplomatic actions. An acquittal, on the other hand, would be a major victory for his movement and could embolden other separatist leaders. The trial of Simon Ekpa is not just a legal proceeding, it is a test of international cooperation, human rights, and the limits of free expression. It highlights the challenges that arise when political activism crosses national borders and when domestic law must adapt to globalized communication. For many observers, the case will set important precedents for how countries handle allegations of terrorism linked to online speech. This is the end of our news.
Thank you everyone for staying to the end of this video. If you're just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe. Share this video, let it go viral. Biafrans must understand what is happening with Simon Ekpa in Finland. Thank you and bye for now.